Ellie from Ellymentry Papercrafting. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. Thank you for coming along tonight to watch my live. I'm going to be making some envelope style tags. I said Christmas. Obviously you could use these for anything. If there is anyone watching, perhaps you could just let me know by writing a little message in the comments box there. So I've gone ahead and done a little bit of preparation ahead of time, and this is a tag. This is what it's all based on. And I made this one right back probably about 2 years ago. Oh, hi, Anne. Thank you very much for coming to watch. Rosie, hi. I hope you're both well tonight and had a good day. So this one was using the envelope punch board. Now, this is a piece of equipment that Stampin' Up used to market a few years ago, but it was retired, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 years ago, I'm not quite sure. Oh, hi, Esther. Hi, yeah, thanks for coming along. Esther, do you remember when this was retired? The envelope scoreboard? I was just trying to remember. But anyway, it's been discontinued. So, I used that to make this. But I've just found this tag and thought, oh, I'd love to make some of these again. So, I've worked out a way of making it without using the scoreboard. Okay. So let me just show you what I'm going to use tonight. I'm going to use the gorgeous Elegantly Said designer series paper. I have shown this once before, right back when it first came out. Absolutely gorgeous paper. So there are 6 designs, 2 sheets of each, and one side is foiled, and there is copper foiling, silver foiling, and gold foiling. Some have got both. So this has got the copper and the silver. See if I can bring that up for you to see. It is just gorgeous. And then this one has, this is gold foiling. Not quite, you can't really see that, I don't think, but that's really nice. This one has gold and silver. This is gorgeous. Actually, that one you can see here, can't you? That shows really well just down there. So that's gorgeous. And then this one is gold foiled. Again, that is absolutely beautiful. And this is gold, silver and copper. They've really pushed the boat out with that one. And that's gold. And then, as always, they are two-sided. So we've got, it's gone right out my head. What's this called? Basic grey with black. Hi Shaz, nice of you to join us. This is basic grey on white, and that's basic grey and white. And then this is beautiful, the grey with the white leaves. The grey, and I think it's not white actually, it's very vanilla. And then on the back of this one, the little dots on the black, which is really cute. Okay, so we've got lots and lots of designs to work with, and I'm going to pop this away to one side and get started. Now I went through all this to make it without the envelope punch board. I think it was Monday or Tuesday, so I've got to quite remember what I did now, but I did write something down, but sometimes you can't always understand your own notes, can you? But anyway, here we go. So I'm bringing in my trimmer, Stampin' Up trimmer, and I've pre-cut some card and paper just to make it a bit quicker for us tonight. And we're starting off with a 5-inch square of card. And that is, can't see, 5 inches is 12.7 centimeters. Okay, so what you're going to do is we're going to actually use the board as a measuring device to start with. So you're going to get yourself a nice sharp pencil. I like to use these because if I bring that up to the camera, you'll see that the tip is very, very thin and you can make it a bit longer so it's easier to use. So rather than using the track to cut, I'm using it to measure. So what you do is you place your card in the trimmer and you move it up to the 2 5/8 of an inch mark. So that's up to 2.5, and then 2 of these small ones. One of these is a 1/16 of an inch. So move it along 2, and that's an 1/8. So it's 4/8, so it's 2 5/8. Okay, and you're going to put the guard down and just mark with your pencil a little mark there. Then you're going to move it along to 3 3/8. Close it down and mark with your pencil again. So then you're going to turn it 45 degrees. And this time you're going to bring it in 1 5/8. Mark with your pencil. And then you're going to move it up to 2 3/8. Move it 45 degrees again, and then you're going to repeat just what you did before. So 2 5/8 and 3 3/8. And then we're going to, oops, sorry, I turned that the wrong way. So turn it 90 degrees again. And then back to the other one, which is 1 5/8. And 2 3/8. So what you've done is made little tiny marks on this piece of cardstock. So I'm going to bring that up to the camera and hope that you can see. So let's bring it down a little bit. So you can see the 2 marks there. And then if I turn it round slowly, you'll see that there are 2 here. And again, there and there. Okay. So what you do next is now you can score. So you take your square and put it on the diagonal, and you're going to score between the 2 nearest ones to each other. So you're going to score down to that one. So you've got a mark here and a mark here. So those ones there, just ignore for a minute. Close this down and use your light grey scoring blade. And then move it across so that you've got those 2 marks again level with the groove. Oh, hi Claire. Sorry, I was concentrating on what I was doing and didn't see you'd come on. You just had your haircut. Oh, great. Hope you're pleased with it. So now we're going to score along this one. Okay, so we've got 2 score lines there and there. And now turn it that way. And then you're going to come in and score from your other score lines here and here. Forget those, you've used those ones already. So it's these 2 you haven't used yet. And you're going to keep the marks on the track and score between those. Okay, so you've ended up with 3 score lines. So if I bring it up there, we've got one here, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, now we're not going to score that one at the top. All right, so let's pop that away. Now I haven't written the next bit down, which is, you know, me to a T, but we need to round off some corners. So I'm using the trio punch and I'm going to round off all the corners. So just pop it in like so and press down. Now you can use any corner rounder that you've got. And incidentally, if anybody does use this, thank you very much, Esther, for that. 1, 2, 3, don't score at the top. If anyone buys one of these and has a bit of trouble punching it, it's not how you think it's going to work. You think you've got to press down on the corner, but you don't. The punch is actually in the middle. So you push it in and you press down in the middle. So that's your 4 corners rounded. So the next thing you're going to do is fold and burnish on your score lines. I'm looking for my, oh, there it is. I can never see this. Don't worry about those pencil marks, okay? Most of them you won't see. So I'm going to fold that one in and burnish. Fold the opposite one in and burnish. And fold the bottom one up and burnish. And when you do that, you'll end up with a little triangle here and here. And that's where you would have used the punch board to punch it out. Okay, but we're not using the punch board because it's not available anymore. So I'm just coming in with my snips and I'm just coming about 1/8 of an inch in from that pencil mark. And I'm going to come at an angle. If I bring it up there, I don't know whether you can see. And I'm going to cut towards that intersection. Okay. So, I mean, I'm going to just round that off a little bit more. So I'm making a rounded bit like this. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So just come round like that and round it off like so. So you're cutting that shape out. Okay, pop that down there so you can see it. And then go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Like so. It's easier actually. If you're right-handed, it's easier to cut it with the right on the right side every time. And then I'm going to do the same thing at the top here. So I'm just going to come, I can't remember how I did this now. Let's just pop that on there to get an idea. How did I do that? Right, so yeah, so on this one I just went from the 2, I'm just going to do a semicircle to sort of join them up like so. So you cut that kind of shape out. Okay, and turn it round and do the other side. So it's like a half moon. In fact, I wonder if one of my circle punches might have done that. And then what you're left with is this. Now, what I do is I put it together and I've written on my template here, which might be a good idea. If you want to make this, when you're making it along with me, which I assume that's what you would do what I do and write where you've got to stick and put tape and where you're going to put your DSP. Okay, and then you've always got this to work from. And if push comes to shove, you can always just draw around it. Okay, So what we're doing is we're going to, let's bring in my made one. So this makes a little pocket, and the idea of the pocket is you can put anything you like in there, any small gift, lottery ticket maybe, or anything like that, a little small chocolate bar, I don't know, whatever. But my idea is to use it as a gift card holder. You know, I'm not going to give them one of these, what was this called? E111? Yeah, I won't give them one of those, but the idea is that that will slot in like so. Okay, now because that's going in, I don't want, yeah, it is not much waste at all, is it, Esther? It's great. Now don't stick that down, because if you do, you won't be able to get your gift card in. All right, but if you don't, if you stick it, don't stick the bottom at all, this does go down quite a long way and they might not see it. So what I would do, so you've got to put either tape or glue there. Now I'm going to use tape, because if you've used any DSP with foiling on, you'll know that it doesn't stick very well with glue. So tape on that piece, which is here. Let's get that card again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape it just across the bottom, so that when it goes in, it will stop short of the bottom and you won't, your gift card won't shoot right down. Right, I've lost my, oh, here they are. Oh, I thought I'd lost my tweezers then. Whatever would I have done without my tweezers? Thanks, Esther. I thought it was a good idea, because when you get to my age, you forget things. And also, if you've not made this before and you're not, you know, you're not like familiar with how it's going to go, you might forget. Actually, don't stick that down yet. I completely forgot. I told you I haven't done this for a while, didn't I? Right, so the DSP, let's bring that one in again. The DSP, as you'll see, is a bit down the back and two pieces here. So that one for the back measures 3 inches by 2 inches. So that's that one. And then one for each side measures 3, and I wrote it down, 3 3/8 by 2 inches. Okay, so yeah, let's go with these ones. So to pop that one in, I'm just going to put it in the side I want. So I want it on that side. Now put it in so that it's just slightly over the top there. All right, so we've just got that tiny little bit there at the top, and then turn it over and make sure that you've got equal distance either side, and that should be about 1/8 of an inch either side. And then using a couple of paper clips to keep it in place, you can then use this as a template. Okay, and I'm just going to cut along the card. Make sure you don't actually cut the card itself. Now you can pop this in your punch and punch that end, or you can simply cut round. I find it just as easy to cut round while it's there. And then if you pull it down, you'll see that you leave that nice border, and when you fold this over, it looks like it's gone all the way down. Okay, oops, don't stick that yet, don't stick. So let's, oh, I need tape for this because I don't want glue on that foil. I don't know if anybody else finds it difficult to stick with wet glue. Oh no, not back to old-fashioned fingers. It's funny, Esther, I haven't got big hands. I've got quite small fingers compared to some people. and yet I find them too big when I'm trying to place things. They you know, I find using tweezers much easier. Plus I don't get glued up. Okay, and obviously I can't get the backs off these at all with my fingers. So what do you think of the Christmas nails, girls? Do you like them? I'm actually in love with these. I've not, I didn't have any Christmas nails last year. So yeah, I'm really liking them. So let's pop that in there. And then we're going to stick, so it's going to go like that and that. So I think I'll have this one here, and I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm placing it so that it's about 1/8 of an inch away from here. Oh, actually, if I do it a bit more, if I do it about 1/4 of an inch, about 1/4 of an inch from that side, that's probably not quite enough. And then do the same again, use this as a template to cut around. You're doing your nails while you're watching, Esther. Good idea. Fantastic tartan. It is gorgeous, isn't it? Shame I don't have a family tartan, isn't it? Wouldn't that be great to put your own tartan on your nails? Imagine it. Yeah, so I love that. I mean, I wouldn't have chosen green as a nail varnish normally, but I thought, oh, the green tartan is just gorgeous. So then you can stick that one on there. So what design are you going for, Esther? You usually choose different colours, don't you? You often do each nail different colours, go with a rainbow effect. And for those who don't know, Esther even does them in the in colours when the new ones come in. They're brilliant. And I can't remember how many bottles of nail varnish Esther said she's got, but I know it's quite a number. And she buys them quite cheaply in... Oh, I've gone and put that on the wrong side. Never mind, I have to use that side now. Unless I do it on... No, I can't, can I? Right, it's going to go on that side. That's because I wasn't concentrating. So pop that on there. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered if I did it while it was closed, would it? And then this one... Right, my stick is gone from there now. So if I just pop some glue in there... I was trying to go too fast. That's the problem. It was over 50. Oh, I'm not surprised. Melon Mambo, Calypso Coral, Granny Apple Gold, Sparkling Grey Granite. Blimey. And Esther buys quite a lot of them in charity shops, which is amazing to think that she can get all this and not have to spend a lot of money on it. So again, I'm placing this about 1/4 of an inch from the edge. Turning it over and using the card as a template. Do be careful that you don't actually cut the card. And then this doesn't have gold foil on this side, so I can use a glue, which will be easier. Right, this just needs a bit of a needle up there. I forgot to squeeze it out and dampen it this morning. I should need to do that every morning, and I forgot today. So pop that one on there like so. And then referring back to my template, that was like that and that. So I've got to put tape on there because that's going to fold over there. Okay, and it would be all right. You can tape it up there as well. Doesn't matter if it, sorry, you can tape it, yeah, to about there. But if you stuck it up too far, it would stick over there. So it's probably a good idea to just put the tape where you've marked, and then you know it's not going to interfere with anything. And you could actually, if you were so inclined, you could even tuck something in there as well as the gift card in there. So you've got two little areas. Do you see what I mean? Okay, I think it would have looked better if I'd glued that the right side, but it looks all right. Now the other little corner in here punches a hole, and it's an oval shaped hole. So just pop that in right to the end as far as it will go, and if you look on the back you can see where it's going to punch. But I'll show you up this way. This punch has a line down the middle here. I'll try and bring it up to the camera so that you can see. So it's just there. So when you place anything in it, you can actually see where the center mark is to make sure you get it precise. Okay, so that's my hole cut out. So I can pop some ribbon in there, which I've forgotten to bring over. I managed to avoid a trip hazard back there. I think that was very good. You you almost heard a crash bang wallop. Right, okay, so is everyone still with me? Are we still awake? So I don't know if anyone remembers this. It's called, if I can find the English, copper trim. It's 1/4 inch wide. I can't remember when this came out, quite a long time ago, but I thought it blended in really well with this lovely DSP. Just get my ribbon scissors and pop that through the top there, pop the loop through, pull it through, grab my tweezers, and pull it through to make that little loop. Now what you can do with this ribbon, which is ingenious, you can kind of stretch it to make it bigger, and it comes out with like a mesh effect, if you like that sort of look. Or you can just pull it straight. I prefer it like this, but if you wanted to use it for other decorative purposes, it does pull out like so. But on a tag, I prefer it like that. Hello, Margaret. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. Okay, now the other thing I've done ahead, I've got a bit of a conglomeration of things here, which I should put away before I get myself in a state. So I've cut some little labels. Here they are. Oh, hiding over there. Right, there's one missing. I did cut 2 grey and 1 very vanilla, and one of the grey ones has escaped. Oh, there it is. I don't think I'm going to have time to make 3 anyway, but this comes from the Hydrangea Haven, sorry, stamp set. There's some lovely dies in here. So I've just taken the one from here to make myself a little label, and I'm going to pop that on the front there, but I'm going to use it as a tag really. So I'm getting my 1/8 of an inch punch. I'm sorry, but this one is retired as well, but if you've got any other kind of punch, you know, you can make a hole with whatever you've got. Anything will do. And I've taken from Tidings and Trimmings, I've taken this tiny little stamp because it fits, and that says Season's Greetings. So I'm going to pop that onto my block, and I like to line it up with a line on my grid paper, and then place my block on top. Oh yeah, thumbs up please. And I was mentioning to Anne last week about sharing. Sharing the live isn't so brilliant because it's not so great afterwards, but the other videos I do, I mean, you can share the live if you want. People might want to watch it back. But yeah, you just click on the share button beneath, and if you reduce the screen, you can see it. So I'm going to put Season's Greetings on there. Right, I didn't think about a colour to stamp with. What do you reckon, girls? Do you think cinnamon cider would look okay? I'm going to have a go with that. I'll tell you what, I've got a bit of I was looking for the leftover grey card that I used to cut this out of. Oh, there's a bit here. Let's try it on there. And she means underneath the video. There's a thumbs up underneath the video. Underneath the screen. Oh yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, I'm going to use that. So pop Season's Greetings on there. Just whisk that away with my tweezers. And then I've got also from the same stamp set, To and From. So let's just pop that. I don't know if anyone else has a job with that, with these stamps sticking to your fingers. It's all right, Anne, you didn't know. You're not used to watching these. So you can do it on your way out if you don't want to reduce your screen. So I'm turning it over, make sure it's the right way up. And this one says To and From. So I'm just going to stamp it to one side. And then it can go like that on the front. And I've got these, which are, what are these called? Metallic sequin assortment. I mean, these are old, but they're just the right colours for this look. Black and gold and silver. So I'm going to put these on with a glue dot. I think that would be my best option. So let's do a white star. Well done, Anne. You're learning all the time. Pop the star up there. And let's have one more. We'll have a silver sequin. So are you proud of me, Esther, for remembering to put some little bit of bling on? I'm not very good at this bling. So there, that's nice. So I'm just going to get a little bit of twine. Again, I'm going to go with this one out of the Share What You Love. Again, it's retired, but there's twine in all sorts of Stampin' Up packs. I'm sure you'll find some somewhere in your stash. So let's just close that up because it's in danger of having my finger dipped in it. So let's pop that through there. Oh, this isn't behaving very well. Right, I hadn't really planned how I was going to attach this. So I think right, what do you think about, this is just an idea I've had, just putting it out there, Esther, because I want this, it's got to be turned over, so I can't stick it down. I don't want to just stick a glue dot there because something else would get, I know what I'm going to do. It's all right, I think I know. Well, my first suggestion was going to be use the punch to punch a hole, say, here, and tie this off. So it should hang like that. But then it might not hang like, I don't know. Or I could use another sequin on a glue dot. I've got a nice heart-shaped one here. Oh, that's clear, you can't see it. Right, there's a gold heart here. Blimey, these are difficult to pick up. Oh, well, they fell out now. Yeah, I could put a glue dot on the back of that and use that to stick that on there. I think that's what I'm going to do, shall I? Oh, Margaret, you thought I was Esther. No, I don't sound like Esther, do I? But I'm a good friend of Esther's. Okay, this is what I'm going to do, because you don't seem to be disagreeing with me. Oh dear. Okay, so let's put this glue dot on the back of this little heart. Thank you, Anne. So just pop that down there. It will be easier than punching a hole and tying it through. That makes a sort of quite a big job of it, to be honest. And let's face it, these are only labels, aren't they? So we don't want to go too mad, really. So that's the one using the very vanilla cardstock. So are you liking this, girls? Do you think this is a good idea? A good way to gift a gift card. did wonder why you didn't say hello to Ellie. Yeah. It happens to the best of us, doesn't it? So if you see what I mean about putting that piece of tearing tape or double-sided tape at the bottom, it stopped this going down too far. So now it sits there and it can be seen quite nicely. And whoever received it can say, oh, look, isn't Ellie kind? She's given me an E111 that expired like 10 years ago. Speak to a fault. Generous me. Yeah, so that's that one. And then what I was going to do is just do another one. I thought I'd go for the early espresso to see what this one looked like. I'll do a little bit. I don't know whether I'll get all the way through it because I need to finish by 8:30. So let's just see what I can get done. So let's pop it in there and it'll just give you a chance to see these measurements again. So 2 5/8. And 3 3/8. And then 1 5/8. And 2 3/8. Two and 5/8. Three and 3/8. 1 5/8. Two and 3/8. No lead in my pencil. I keep breaking the lead. Now they're quite difficult to see, but I can see them. So I'm going to score. Well, I could see them a minute ago. So I'm just going to put the score line there. And there. Oh, my hair's in it. And then the other side. There and there. Should have used my white marker for this. I didn't think of it. So 1 2 3 not across the top, round the edges, around the corners I should say. We'll let you off. Yeah, well, I'm not very good early in the morning, Margaret, either. I'm not brilliant like during the rest of the time either, but there you go. So fold these in, fold and burnish. I keep putting my bone folder away and then I can't find it. It sinks down like so. Actually, that was I'm going to fold them back the other way because those pencil marks, if you fold it the right way, the pencil marks are on the inside and you don't see them. Whereas if I folded it that way, I'd have to rub them out. So going in with the rounded bits here. It's always easier if you turn it over. So that you're always working on the right hand side. Like so. And then between those other two, we're going to do a sort of, oh, I was going to see if the punch worked, wasn't I? Let's see if my little punch works here. This is the 3/4 inch. Right, I'm going to try that. Oh, might not be quite the right shape, but, well, we'll just have a different kind of rounded edge on these, won't we? It's all good fun. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. If I just... cut the edges off, it's passable. Okay, so it's going to go like that. So before I stick it down, I'm going to put the paper on, which is what I should have done last time. So we've got 3 pieces here. So I'm going to use, that's my one for the back, like so. So get my paper clips. I'm racing along now, look. Oh, bye Esther, thank you for coming over and having a look. See you soon. Which part of Australia are you in, Margaret? So I've cut that to shape. I won't finish this off completely, but it's just to give you an idea of what the different cardstock looks like when it's made up with the DSP. So I'm going to put one of those on there and one on there. So I think we'll go with that and that. No, I think we're going to go with that on that side and that on that side. So let's pop that up. I'm bringing it over about 1/4 of an inch. Popping my paper clips on. These are such a brilliant idea, these paper clips. Kirrawee, which is in Sydney. Wow, I've never heard of that, Margaret. Kirrawee, did I say that right? Oh no, it's the wrong accent. Kirrawee? Is that, I don't know how you say it. You're all laughing at me now, aren't you? Kirrawee. So just cutting around that again. Hold it tight with your finger and thumb. And pop that one on. So has anybody got anything special to do tomorrow? Well done, you were correct. Really? I said it right. Kirrawee. Wow, and I've never even been to Australia. I think Anne's been, haven't you? Or was it New Zealand? Or have you been to both, Anne? Yeah, I do feel a bit better today, Anne. I wasn't so good this morning. But as the day went on, I felt better, and I'm feeling much better tonight. And I strongly believe it's one of those things, if you just get on with it. And let's bring my thing in again so I know where I am. Yeah, I strongly believe that if you get on with it and don't give in to something, take your mind off it. You have been to that, yeah. Oh, housework and crafting. Well, the housework can, you know, be ditched as far as I'm concerned, but the crafting, great. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in, if you just, you know, go with it and don't give in to it, get distracted, distract yourself, you will snap out of it. So that's stuck in there like so. So maybe when I get up and go downstairs, I might not feel so good, Anne, but you know, I'm all right sat here chatting to you. It's south of Sydney and it's on the coast. Oh wow, I've always wanted to live near the coast. So that's that one done, and then I'm just going to pop that one on there about 1/4 of an inch away from the side there. Claire, are you working tomorrow? Yeah, I just got one appointment tomorrow, but it's not till 3 o'clock, so I can get ready in stages. It won't take me too much energy to get ready if I can do it slowly. Saturday's Megan's birthday. Oh my goodness, that's come around so quickly. Craft your way through it. That's right, Anne. Just take your mind off it. Do something else. So tell me what you're doing for her birthday, Claire, and what presents has she got, and does she know, or are they surprise? How old is she? Is she 13, or was she already 13 and going to be 14? Oh, she is 13. I knew you'd mentioned 13, but I couldn't remember if she was going to be 13 or if she was 13. Oh, gosh. I remember that age of my daughter. Least said the better, I think. Yeah, from 13 up, she was a bit of a nightmare. Right up till she was about 18. Sorry about that, Claire, but, you know, it might last a while, darling. New phone and shopping. Wow. Fancy being spoiled. Do you know what she might be hoping for when you go shopping? Clothes, perhaps? Attitude. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we know all about attitude, don't we? And Anne's grandson, that's 17. That's Callum, isn't it? Wow. I couldn't believe how much she'd grown last time I saw a photo of him. Do you remember when I came to stay one time and oh, Doc Martens, wow. Yeah, when I came to stay with you, Anne, something had gone under the bed and I would have had to kneel down and lie on my stomach to get it. And I thought, oh, no way am I doing that. And Callum and the family were just leaving, weren't they? And I grabbed him and got him to crawl under the bed for me. Lovely chap, lovely chap. Right, I'm not going to have time to actually make another one. But if I just lay the paper down on this so that you can see how well it will all match in again. I think the third one's going to look great too, don't you? So I hope you've enjoyed this tonight, and I thank you all very much for coming along and joining me. If you do make any of these, he's over 6 foot, yeah, I bet. If you do make any of these, I'd love to see them. You can always pop them on my, let me think, what can you do? Pop them on my Facebook page maybe, or what else can you do? You could do it in Messenger or something. Yeah, I'd love to see it if you make them. It's always nice to see what colour schemes other people go for, and you know, the different trimmings they use. Thank you very much, Anne, and thank you, Margaret, for joining us. Even if you did think you were going to be watching Esther, I forgive you. And Claire, thanks for coming along. So I'm going to get off now, and we're going to watch Mary Berry, which I know has been on since 8, but my son's taped it for us, and we'll watch that. So bye-bye for now, and I'll speak to you all again very soon. Thank you. Bye.